Hi, y'all. This is Nina, and you're watching Southern Digest. Can I get a little personal with you? And it's okay to say no, but if you do, you should probably change the channel because you know I'm going to anyway. I just want to tell you a little true story that happened to me. When I was in college, I suddenly got a very itchy, awful rash around both of my ankles. I went to the doctor and he said, "You're allergic to something, but you may never know what. So here's a steroid cream to help you out." It did help out, but not enough. And y'all, that rash moved from my ankles to my wrist and then from my wrist to my fingers. One of my friends even said it looked like I had leprosy on my hands. But the itch is what bothered me the most. And y'all, I suffered with that rash for the next 25 years, nonstop. And then one day, I went to get my eyes checked at the optometrist. And he asked me, "Do you have a milk allergy?" No. He said he usually only saw mucus in the tear ducts of patients with milk allergies, and he was seeing it with me. I just shrugged it off. I went home and there were 2 messages on my answering machine. The first one was from a friend taking a college biology class, and when I told him what the optometrist had asked me, he said, "Oh, we're studying that in class about the difference between a true milk allergy and lactose intolerance," and he went on to tell me all about it. I still didn't think it had much to do with me, and I called the next person back. And she was a mom in our homeschool group. And she said, "Nina, I hope you won't think I'm being forward, but your son displays the same symptom my son does when he's having an attack of his milk allergy." What symptom is that? Bright red ears. I had noticed that in both of my sons and wondered what was causing it. So I asked her what other symptoms they might have. She said, "Well, chronic sinus drainage." Hello, that was me and both of my sons. She also said you could have mild asthma. My oldest son had just been diagnosed with mild asthma that very week and given an inhaler. And then she said, "And you can have a rash." And then she described my rash. Well, that's all it took for me. I had 3 witnesses. So when my sons got home, I told them what I had found out, and both of them said, "Well, we don't care. We're not giving up ice cream and cheese and milk." I said, "You don't have to. You're 16 and 17 years old. I can't possibly monitor what you eat every hour of the day, and I'm not going to try. You alone will suffer any consequences from the choices you make or benefit. So it's up to you to choose, but I am getting off of milk." And I did. And within 3 days, I had no rash anywhere. It was remarkable. It took a little longer for my sinus drainage to clear up, but it did too, and I went from having 6 to 8 sinus infections every year to having just 2 in 12 years. Now, I didn't tell you all of this to help you figure out whether or not you have a milk allergy. I told you this because I got to thinking today, what if any one of those people, any one of those 3 witnesses, had never told me? Yeah, I didn't listen to the first 2, but do you think I would have been listening to the third if I hadn't had the first 2? And what if the third one had been so concerned about being forward or offending me that she never said anything to me, where would I be now? Y'all, be of good courage. God goes before you. If they aren't ready yet, you may be helping to get them ready. And if they are ready, they will be grateful to hear the information. It's not up to you to convince them, just to tell them. So be of good courage. You aren't alone.